Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Taurus Truth Tarot, where we are all Taurus all the time. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. My name is Shannon Colleen. I'm a Taurus Sun and Venus. We're going to get our daily reading here. Before we do, just want to mention, I had mentioned this yesterday, but it wasn't in the daily. It was a special reading. I'll attach it to the end of this one. That I'm so grateful for all of you and how you support the channel, that for the next 2 months, all of November and December, all readings, personal readings, all Reiki sessions will be half off. I can only do so many a day, so book yours before they run out, but that is my gift back to you for this holiday season and because we're in such a time of chaos. So any and all, you can book as many as you want. You can gift a reading or Reiki session to someone. It won't show the half off until after you book, because I send you a separate invoice for that. So let's get into what's going on here. Divine Source Creator, show us clearly, please. Show us clearly. What is the overall energy? Show us clearly, please. What is the overall energy? Divine Source Creator, show us clearly. What is the overall energy for this reading? Show us. Oh, I thought that was coming. Thought that was coming up. Show us clearly, please. What is the overall? Thank you. Okay. So, love. How beautiful is that? Oh, and I love it. And the bottom of the deck is energy exchange. So, let's set this straight real quick. This could be actual romantic love for some of you. Okay, absolutely it can be with the love and the energy exchange. But this is also love in the sense of loving a friend and having your family and loving what you do for a living and putting the right energy into it. I talk about this all the time, guys. When we put love into everything, and I do mean everything, that doesn't mean we're not going to have a bad day, or it doesn't mean we're not going to have arguments and this and that and the other. But when we put love into our work, when we put love into our home, when we put love out to others, we get that back. It is an energy exchange. This is why I'm very careful who I surround myself with. I talk about that all the time with you guys. And I'll say it again. It's probably been a while since I've said it. I do have a friend who I care about very much, but I don't really spend time with this person at this point. And we've been friends for a very, very long time because he is... Sadly, in my eyes, he just thinks the whole world is against him. Whether it's work, whether it's love, no matter what the situation may be. And it gets exhausting when you're around people like that, right? Whether it's a person, a coworker that's like that, or even a lover that can be like that. So I really feel like, especially now, especially these next 2 months, it just feels like you got to be really careful who you're exchanging that energy with, right? Who are you exchanging it with? You can still put love out there. So like with my friend, I still love all the time, right? I always want the best for him. I want love for him. I send him loving messages, right? I send him Reiki, like all of those things. But with that being said too, I also know that I'm not going to get that in return from him. Not on a personal level, just because that's the way he runs his life, if you will. So I don't spend any extra time, if that makes sense. So you might have a coworker that's very toxic or very negative, and you have to work with them, but you don't have to spend every moment of your working day with them. Still shine out the love, right? Still shine out the love. Put love into what you're doing. Put love into your manifestations. Put love out there, but also set your boundaries. I feel like that's a very important message. For some of you, not all of you, there is a new romantic love coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Ace of Cups. So those of you who are looking, I feel like because you've been taking such good care of yourself and loving yourself unconditionally, there is a new romantic partner coming in. I don't get that too often in general readings, but yeah, I can see it for sure. So let's see what else we've got going on here in the tarot. Angels, guides, ancestors. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. What is the message, please? Show me clearly. Oh, I've got to stop for a second, because look at that. Look at, they had me look at the bottom of the deck. Removing negative energy. See what I'm saying? Like, you can be loving and send love out to the world without letting people cross your boundaries, right? You absolutely can. So, let's see what we got going on. Yep. Couldn't be more perfect here. So we have the 9 of Wands here, and I do feel like if things are feeling hard in an area of your life, if they're feeling like, ugh, it's just so hard, you might be going the wrong path, my loves. Okay? Don't make it hard. Don't make it resentful. Don't make it, like, sometimes we do that. And I don't think we intentionally mean to do it by any stretch of the imagination, but sometimes we're trying to force things that we shouldn't force. So I know that's not the true meaning of the card, but I read intuitively. And it would be like me trying to force this friend of mine, and I do still consider him a friend, like force him into my belief system of love and light and affirmations and all of the things that I do. And you know, not ready for it, right? It's just not there. So I do feel like if you are trying to force an outcome or a situation, kind of a little warning here from Spirit says it's not worth your time, right? It's not worth your time. It kind of reminds me of, and I don't mind sharing my personal stories. A lot of you already know that I grew up with my mother, and she was a raging alcoholic. She was a good person. She really was. But she was not very kind to me and my siblings. She was pretty rough. She would tell us horrible things. However, she had been forced, and I do mean forced, into rehab. I can't remember. I think I was like 13 or something. She was forced into a rehab for a month. And of course she came out and she started drinking again. And so that is my thing. It's like people who have certain addictions, or all addictions, I would think, if you force them into a rehab, it very rarely works. It can, but it very rarely works because it wasn't their choice to change. We're trying to like force change upon that person, right? And somebody needs to hear this, because that's what this feels like. Like I would love to help this person in my life, but they're not ready for that type of help. And this can go into anything. This can go into a work situation, a personal situation. It can go anything. But I just feel like your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. So we still send love, but we don't want to force it. Now, I do have to sidetrack to the romance thing. I think that if this is romance for you, I think this person's willing to fight for you. Not that they should have to, but that's how much love they put into the relationship, that they would do anything for you. And I don't mean in the kiss-ass way. Nobody likes a kiss-ass, right? But they would protect your heart. Yeah, that's for some of you on the romance level. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, Page of Swords. I love, you guys know I love the Page of Swords. And it's coming out like crazy. In like every reading it's coming out. But it's telling you to learn new things, do new things, meet new people. It's telling you to try new experiences here. There's no interesting. There's no need. There's no need for you to be forceful, right? We go back to the love. There's no need to be forceful. If you're in a work, and I'm just using work as one example, a work situation where, you know, there's toxic people around, you don't have to force them to change. You just need to create your own space. And then you can send out loving energy, and then you'll watch these people. Nothing kills toxicity like love, okay? It's true. Like when somebody's, you know, yelling and screaming at you and you don't react, except for maybe, you know, a little smile on your face or whatever, that makes people crazy, right? Because they can't ruin your good time. Some of you with the Page of Swords, though, you are cutting out any negative energy. So you might be cutting people out of your life too, which sometimes we have to do. I've had to do it many times in my life. But it's making room for you to be in that high vibration of love, for you to find people and situations that give back what you put out, right? Love it. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Yeah. Some of you, it's definitely a work situation. Some of you, it's this is just a little side note. This romantic relationship comes through work. Okay, that's just for a few of you. But this is you paying attention to you. Look, he's focused on his work. He's not focused on anybody else's, right? He's like, I'm just doing my thing, what I do. I'm putting, yeah, I wish you the best, right? It's kind of like when I got divorced. My ex and I were friends, and we really wished each other the best after we broke up. It wasn't it wasn't hateful. It was just we were not good together anymore. But we did wish each other the best. So I just feel like whatever this is, as long as you're wishing the other person, the situation, the best, and you are removing any negative energy out of your life so that you can put positive energy out and get that back, you're just going to be a lot happier. And like I said, with the Hermit coming out too, that just kind of goes back to the cutting energy out, cutting people out, right? The Hermit's a very solitary type of energy. And sometimes we got to go through that list, you know? I don't know why they're showing me it this way, but it's like, you know, when you go through your, I don't even know if anybody's still on Facebook. When you go through your Facebook friends and you cut, you know, all the negative out. I don't want to see that negative energy. People just don't want that negativity anymore. And also, again, for those of you who are single looking for love, I feel like that's changing. Like the light is lit up here. And this person or you guys find each other. But yeah, I think for most of you, though, it is your energy flow. You are really, really saying no more to this, no more to that. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm just not going to entertain it anymore. And again, it doesn't mean that you're mean about it. I will tell you, when I was going through my very first spiritual awakening, I had lost friends I had had for a very long time. But it happened pretty organically. It wasn't like I looked at this person and said, we can't be friends anymore. It just, depending on where your energy is at, you're going to see people fall away. And you're going to see situations fall away too. Show me clearly. But this is really important that we get our energy straight. Get it good and moving and flowing. Especially, I know I keep talking about the next 2 months, but the next 2 months are big. Show me clearly, please. What is the message for Taurus? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I know this, it normally doesn't go this way for me, guys, but there is 2 stories being told here. If it is love for you, this person is super stable. Okay, they have a good offering. They're not just offering love, they're offering stability and compassion. If this is more along money, work kind of things, it's like because you don't let, well, it's because you remove any negative energy and because you're putting out good positive energy, there is an opening, a position, a new client, a promotion, a new job that comes in that is way better. You get recognized, okay? You get recognized for your positive attitude. Show me clearly, please. Show me clearly. What is the message for Taurus, please? Show me clearly. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, see, and I kind of felt that with the 9 of Wands too. But the 7 of Wands is protecting yourself. There's, in the Light Seers Tarot, it is a woman sitting basically on a yoga cushion, meditating in lotus position, but a bubble is around her. Okay, so that's kind of how I feel here. You don't have to necessarily defend yourself in a way that's threatening, but you do have to set up boundaries, and you do have to get rid of whatever this is, right? Whatever that negative energy might be in your life, you've got to abolish it. Look, and the Hierophant comes out, yeah. Oh, and that's kind of crazy. Look at, he's in a meditative position, lotus position. So just when I was saying that too. So protecting yourself, having the higher wisdom. I want to say taking the high road, right? Taking the high road. Absolutely. Take the high road here. But protection, right? The bubble. Like I was saying, the bubble around him, the protection, removing negative energy. You're way too spiritually elevated to let anybody else ruin, you know, ruin your good time. You're too spiritually elevated here. So I don't think that this is a cautionary tale, more as this is just being aware, right? Just being aware. So it's kind of like, I wasn't going to bring it up, but now they're telling me to bring it up. It's like, listen, I live in the French Quarter, New Orleans, and I know that's all over the world, but we have a lot of homeless, and we have a lot of drug addicted people that live on the streets here. And I'm always very kind and sending out energetic love to them. I try not to judge them, right? I don't know their story. I don't judge them. However, I do know the ones that I can hand a sandwich to, and I know the ones intuitively that, yeah, I shouldn't mess with this person, even though I'm trying to be kind, right? Like, this could be dangerous. And that's kind of how this feels in a sense, as far as knowing that you can still put love out there. You can still put love out there, right? You don't know these people's situations. You don't know why they're the way they are. You can put that all out there, but you don't have to risk yourself. So I never ask why Spirit has me do the readings this way, but the message is there for a reason. So, but some of you, this is also a marriage card. So some of you who it's romantic, yeah, you might have a marriage partner coming in. That's beautiful. That you may meet at work. Through work. You don't have to work together either. It could be like you work for a company and it's a client of the company's, which I'm sure is a big no-no, but whatever. Love is love. Show me clearly. But there's some, oh yeah, that too. There's some definitely healing going on. You're going through some emotional healing here too. Whether you realize it or not, you are. Whoa. All right, they said take them. Probably helps if I have it the right way, huh? Be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Okay, so remember I said that the feelings, we don't want to wish anybody ill will. I never do. I've been telling you guys, I've been going through it. I'm in this legal thing over a property, which I don't mention too much because I can't talk about it. But the person that I'm in this with, I have no hate towards this person. I have nothing but love towards them. I think that they know not what they do, and it could have been handled a completely different way, right? But again, that would be very toxic for me to get into a place where I was like, oh, this person is horrible and blah, 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 blah. No. Let the legal system figure it out, right? I just send in love. But I'm also protecting myself, hence the lawyer, right? So there you go. I hope that makes sense for some of you. And this one says, to feel your innate sense of truth, development, and open-mindedness. Develop open-mindedness. Boy, if I could read it, would be really great right now. To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. See, and that's kind of what I was just saying. The awareness, the open-mindedness. Yeah, this is a good teaching one too. I mean that it's Spirit's trying to teach you love, compassion, but also boundaries and protection. I love it. So, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment. I read each and every one. Book your reading and Reiki sessions here before the end of the year to get the discount. And all my love, light, and blessings to you until next time.